Hello everyone, this is Shubham Sinha, All India Rank 50 in GATE 2021 in Production Industrial Engineering. Today I am here to discuss one of the most important aspects in GATE exam, that is the test series. So I'll discuss how you should attempt your test series and how should you analyze your performance after you give your test. So let's discuss with the timeline you should follow for giving your test. So let's first thing we should see what type of test you are giving. So the test you are giving for your GATE exam is divided into three parts. The first one is the topic wise and the subject wise test series. The second one is the multi-subject test series, and the third one is the full length test series. So there will be around 32 topic wise and subject wise test series. There will be around 6 multi-subject test series and around 12 full length test series, in which 8 will be basic test series and 4 will be advanced, depending upon the institution you have used for your tests. So when should I give my test and when should I start giving my test? That's the first question you have to answer yourself. So my recommendation is, as soon as you start your GATE preparation journey, let's say you have completed 4 to 5 major subjects and now starting for 5th subject, or you're starting for your minor subjects. Now is the time to start your topic wise or subject wise test series. The first thing I want to say, that don't give the test immediately after you have completed your subject. That's not the way for giving the test, because you will not be able to analyze your overall performance in your test, because when you just read the subject or just completed the video lectures, your concepts are very clear in your mind and you don't find any problem solving the questions. So that way you will not be able to evaluate yourself very properly. So I'll recommend you, so let's say you completed your subject, you wait for a week and then revise a subject, not very thoroughly, just go overlook the whole subject, and then you can give the test. But don't give the test on the day you have revised, give the test on the next day. So because every time you prepare for GATE or you give the GATE exam, you actually don't have the time to revise all of your subjects on the GATE day itself. So what you will do, you will revise it a day before. So will always make such things in your mind. So you can give the test and then start giving the topic wise test and then the subject wise test. Now when you have already completed your 8 or 9 subjects, or you have only 3 to 4 months left, now is the time you should have start your multi-subject test. So in the multi-subject test you will have a variety of subjects, so you should complete those subjects before giving the multi-subject test. So multi-subject test should be actually started in the month of you say September, October, or you can always start even August as well. It doesn't matter a lot, but keep in mind that you don't stretch it to November, because you want to give the full length test in November. So the third test, which is the full length test, should always start from November itself. Even though you have completed your syllabus or not, it doesn't matter, you should give test, especially the full length test. For the subject wise test and the multi-subject test, I'll not say you should give the test before completing the subject. That's not the way for multi-subject and topic wise test. But the full length test you should always give when I'm saying that it's November or you have only 2 months left. You should start giving the full length test, irrespective of what syllabus you have completed. So one may ask, I've not completed my whole syllabus, why should I give the full length test series? So the thing is, even though you are very good at things, you are completing the syllabus at a good pace, but even at the date of the exam, you might not be able to complete the 100% syllabus. So when will you give your full length test series? So it's better to start in November, even though you have not completed. Let's say you have completed 8 to 9 subjects. That doesn't matter a lot. You start giving tests, analyze your performance, see how your marks are going, and then you can still start new subjects and complete it in November or December. That's how you can do the test. So in December you'll giving the 4 tests, and the rest, all 8 tests, you should give in January. So in January you'll divide the test depending on the frequency of what test you want to give. Let's say you have completed the whole syllabus, you're scoring very good in the test you have given in, let's say, December. So all the 4 tests you have given in December, you're scoring very good and your marks are consistently increasing. So in that case, you can give all the 8 tests very frequently. You can give the test in 3 to 4 days. But let's say you don't increase your marks. Let's say you have a downfall. Let's say your marks are decreased or your marks are not increasing at all. So what should you do now? So in that case, you should always slow your speed, revise the concept one more time, revise the whole syllabus thoroughly, and then give the test. So the frequency of the test in January will actually depend on what pace you are at and what level of score you are getting. See, the test scores are not very equivalent to what you will get in GATE. They are actually very different. So let's say I was scoring around 50-55, but that's not my score in GATE. So it's very different from what it will happen in GATE. So don't take your score very seriously. Yeah, but you should always see what increase is your score, how you should increase your score. That is the way. You should not see the actual score, but you should always go how to increase my scores. So that's how you should follow. So the third thing you want to do is, how do you analyze my test? So to analyze your test, you should do 2 or 3 things. The first thing is, when you give your test, you should always use a virtual calculator. Don't you ever use the engineering calculator or any other calculator. I am strictly saying this and I'm warning you. If you use other calculators, you will be in a bad habit of using them, because they are very advanced, and in actual exam you don't get that advanced calculators. So you'll be facing very trouble, and you will actually don't be able to use those features of the virtual calculator which will be given in the GATE. So what you want to do is use virtual calculators. The next thing you want to do, let's say you completed a test. Now it's the time to analyze the test. While analyzing the test, there are 3 parts. So one thing is, you have attempted the questions and you have made it correct. The other thing is, you have attempted the question and you made it wrong. And the third one is, you don't attempt the question at all. So in the first case, let's say you have attempted the question. Now what you would do? So my recommendation will be, even though you have done the question, you just go through the questions and see the solution what is given by the in the test. So why do you want you to see the solutions? So I'm saying this because when you see the solution, there might be a different way to solve it. There might be a better approach than you. And please don't do that you make sheer guesses in your test series. Don't do that. If you make sheer guesses, that's not a way to go, because in the actual exam you don't make sheer guesses, because there's a negative marking. So you don't do that. The next thing is the wrong questions. So how do you go for the wrong question? For the wrong question, I want to say, let's say you make 20 wrong questions. So what do you do now? What do you do now? So you will divide the questions into 2 parts. The one is your conceptual mistake. The other is your silly mistakes. So you'll go through each question one by one and see what are silly mistakes and what are your conceptual mistakes. You'll write down how many silly mistakes you're making and how many conceptual mistakes you're making. So for the conceptual mistakes question, you go through the solution and see what's wrong. What have you done wrong? And if you don't understand, you should go through the class notes and revise those concepts. And if there are any questions related to that topic, you should always revise them, because that's the way you will progress in your test. It's not that you give the test and you give another test. It's not like that. You have to see what's wrong you are making in the test, correct them, and not make those mistakes in the future. So for the silly mistake, if you observe many silly mistakes, you should start focusing on question more. You should read question a little slower, because there is ample amount of time in GATE. You can make and read the question a little slower. That will not actually hamper your overall score, but it will actually increase your overall marks and decrease your silly mistakes. So silly mistakes should always be avoided, and it will only be avoided if you give tests a lot. But as I said, don't rush out. The third is the question you don't attempt it. Let's say if you have completed the subject and you have learned the concept, still you don't attempt the question, it means that you have not cleared the concepts very well. Now is the time you to revise the concepts and attempt the question again. The question you have not actually done. So you'll do that questions. If anything you don't understand, you will ask your educators or any friend you can ask, and please do complete those questions. Check every question in your test series, even you have attempted, made it wrong, or you have done it right. It doesn't matter. You should always go through every question. I'll also recommend you to make a notebook and note down all the questions that you made wrong and all the questions that you think that you don't complete in one go. Let's say you gave a question, read it, but couldn't solve it. Then again you read it a little, you got a little understanding, and then you solve it. So that question should be noted in your test notebook. You make a test notebook and note that questions. You make also the note of the wrong questions, and this question will be revised when you will be giving your gate. You will revise these questions a week ahead of a gate exams. You should not give, one thing I want to say, you should not give your test in the last moment. Let's say you have gate on this weekend, so you should not give test at least from 3 days from the gate exam. So why do you want to do that? Because you don't want you to be stressed out and take pressure if you get a very low score in your last test series. So don't pressure out on that. Don't give test on your last week in your, just only revise the concepts and go for your gate exam. This is all I have to say for this video. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe this channel, and let's crack it.
It's time to experience something glorious. Unacademy Combat. Compete, crack, conquer.
A challenging gate contest engineered to give you an experience like none other.
Where you put your knowledge to test
and battle it out with a test.
To bring out the best in you, Unacademy Combat is the most competitive, gamified contest for gate till date, with the best of the questions by best educators.
with detailed video solutions from top educators right after each contest.
Combat live with peers to get real-time rankings and win big.
Participate in every contest to improve your ratings.
Challenging contests every fortnight or alternate Sunday. Live ranking after every question. Big rewards for top rankers. Your passion to crack gate deserves this. Your hard work towards your dream deserves this. Fuel your inner fire for the ultimate gate challenge. Unacademy Combat. Register now.
Hello learners, don't forget or miss our special class feature on Unacademy platform or application. Special class features are interactive live classes, polls for the learners, raise a hand feature, never miss a class, lecture notes, and you can go through lectures from anytime and from anywhere.